Good morning, good morning, good morning, beautiful people. Welcome to Stu Queen B's Thoughts. I'm Stu Queen B, and welcome to my channel. I'd appreciate it when you come in the building. Please hit the like button, subscribe to the channel if you haven't. Also, leave a comment down below. Yes, this is live. Um, and I want to thank each and every one that's subscribed to my page, new and old. I appreciate y'all dearly. You just have no clue. Our time is, we're getting close to 500, so hopefully that'll happen soon. But I ain't gonna stress myself because I'm learning that God told me to sit still sometimes and stop trying to do everything or making something too heavy on my own self. So, again, to all of you, thank you so much for subscribing. I appreciate it. Also, if you're looking for the daily devotions, which I have to update my community wall as well, the, the July devotions are in their own folder and it says July. So if you want to go through today's, which I'm going to post on my community wall, and I might even add the link in the bottom of this live. Um, I'm really not here for much, but I was thinking and sitting back and watching Queen Melody Shree. And I was just sitting around and I'm thinking like, because I know how I'm about my kids. Well, should I say about my son? And even you know, my kids that I call my kids. I can mm, trying to word this right. I got totally pissed off. And even though it's not my life, I'm an emotional being. A lot of people don't really know that or understand it. But to me, I have an issue with people playing with people's kids. Now, Queen Melody Shree has been quiet for years and hasn't said anything. But for that trifling little girl, the time about she over here playing mother to 5 kids, yo, I'd be ready to run up on her. That's just me. Because don't play with my kids and you trying to play in my face. I don't like that. I don't like people that try to use people's kids against them or anything. Like, even my son, I never bashed his dad. Never did that. I learned to let him find out who that person is on his own. And he can choose to deal with him or not deal with him. But for that girl, that she don't even take care of her own kids properly. And people keep saying, oh my God, where's Paris? Where's Paris? Well, her old lives, Paris' dad said she couldn't be online no more. So she's probably with her dad most of the time. Ain't no telling. But for Hotel Hope to sit there and let that girl do this, he has not said one word. One word. And Carlos Queen ain't said one word. And that is sad. Because anything can happen. And that girl got problems. Like, oh, they going to jail. I'm waiting for it. But I'm so thrown off. Like, I knew that little girl was dumb, dizzy dumb. Because it's almost like, what they say, dumb blondes. She's like in that zone to me. That's just my thought. But Queen Melody read it fulfilled. But I know also in her heart, she was raging. And the reason why I say that is because, my apologies, I done hit something I had no business. Because she allowed herself to go there and I allowed somebody to hold her back. She did very well with saying what she needed to say without getting herself in any kind of problems. Um, but I need women to start protecting their kids. I need women to stop acting like a man is better over your own kids. I need people to stop that. Well, excuse me, I need women to stop that because the stuff that women are doing these days is totally nonsense. Like, if you don't love yourself, go somewhere, sit down somewhere and get some help. Don't mess up other people's lives because And I just watched that lady Miss Wanda and that lady Peggy. Hey University Marie, how are you doing, sis? Good morning. Um, that lady Peggy, she need to mind her damn business. Cause she don't know what she talking about. She run off of her mouth again, thinking she know that some old male cheated. No, you listen to Martell. You listen in the Hotel Hope. That man, anytime that man breathes, he lying. That's why he's hiding. He's in hiding. Like, can't nobody tell me he's not. Joel, Joel, you need to figure out what your what's going on with your block, because I still can't see you in my chat at all. But yeah, I want people to protect. I want women to start protecting their children. Good morning, Demi's World. How are you, beautiful? I really don't like people playing with people's kids. Like, I have a serious thing with people playing with people's kids. Like, it's bad enough you playing in my face, but you think you're gonna act like you can be around my kids and it's okay? Yeah, no. I can see them going back to court real soon, and I hope and pray he get what he wanted, what he asked for, should I say? Not what he wanted, but what he asked for. He want to not be bothered. He want to keep running the streets with this crazy little girl. Let him keep doing that. But I wouldn't have a restriction on that girl being around my kid. She hates me. There's no way in the world I would have somebody that hates me to the core around my kids. I want women to wake up and stop allowing men to dictate how they move in life, and stop letting men or other women dictate to you how you should move in your life. Meaning, stop letting other people tell you what's good for you. I hate that people try to say what's good for me. That aggravates me. I know what's best for me. Can't nobody tell me what's best for me but God or me. Like, give me a break. But when you bring children into the situation, that's when it becomes a problem for me. Now, you want to talk all your little smack or whatever about him. He's not a prize. That's why she got played. She played herself. So be mad at yourself. And I think the little girl is mad because he ain't getting a check from Mel. So she can't live like she was used to living before. But people need to realize your kids come first before any man. I don't care what nobody say. That's just me. If I gave birth to it, it comes first. Like, I don't like people playing with people's kids. That pissed me off and it got me outraged. And I was like, oh my God, hey sis, I don't want to use the name. What'd it do? But yeah, it hurt my heart because I'm like y'all know I like to come and pop up on here just to chit chat and kick the willy bubble and blow some smoke. But I don't like people playing with people's kids. That's something I do not do. I don't play with people's kids. Those kids love their dad, and I would never say they don't, but I believe them kids are scared of their dad. I also believe they have those kids probably have a feeling in their gut about that girl, because I don't trust her one lick. She don't take care of her own son properly. Like, people kill me because the stuff where people should be contacting CPS and stuff like that, they never do it. But when it comes down to YouTube and all that, then you want to call CPS on people. I don't understand it. Because if I would have seen somebody in my own face feeding a child popsicles at 6 o'clock, 7 o'clock in the morning, I would have a problem with that. Because that's not breakfast. I'm just saying. That little boy has a violent streak in him, and the reason why he has it is because of his dad. I believe he watches his dad knock his mom upside the head. All alleged, I don't know, because I ain't there. But my thought, I think he be knocking her all upside of her head, and she get lost and discombobulated again. Because little girl, I still believe that girl had a baby too. I don't care what nobody said, I still believe it. But I do appreciate her daughter's father, because he said, no, take my child off of social media. We're not doing this. Quick question: who we talking about? I'm talking about Queen Melody Cherie, and Martell and them from Love and Marriage Huntsville. But I'm also just making it really specifically about mothers. Yeah, I still can't see her. I don't want to use her name. Um, it's about people that have children, women that have children, and protecting those children. Because Coleslaw talked about she was mothering her 5 children. You're not the mother to Mel's 4 kids, and she's claimed the oldest son wasn't there. So if the oldest son wasn't there, that means that you had 3 of Mel's kids. But she never counted her own daughter. So I have an issue with people that play in the kids' faces and with their emotions. I've watched people pretend that they care about kids, certain kids, and they don't. They're just doing it because they want to be close to their mom. So be mindful who you bring around your children. Keep your children safe from these crazy people, because there are too many people out here. We've seen it on the news. If you haven't, I know I have. I'm a documentary junkie. I watch a bunch of stuff, cold case files, all kinds of business. But to see somebody sit on live and have a baby on their lap, and he's smacking you all upside your head, digging in your purse, pulling out alcohol, just constantly screaming. That little boy should be able to talk properly by now, and that little boy shouldn't be wearing diapers. He shouldn't. He should be able to he should be able to form full sentences now. If they talk to that baby like they're supposed to. And I want people to also stop with the Google Gaga and stuff. When you get babies around you, don't talk to babies like that. Talk to them. That's how they learn to communicate, is you talk to them so they can learn to respond. That's, protect your children with everything. Make sure your children, if somebody said, oh, you need to have your child checked for something, just get them checked. Like, you don't have to take it personal. Somebody could be trying to help you, because a lot of people have been telling her she need to have him checked, because he's not forming full sentences. He should know his numbers, at least half of his numbers by now. He is almost 3. He is almost 3. He can't form a full sentence, and that's not cool. If she was paying attention to him like she should, he should be already potty trained. I guess because I had a smooth sailing with my son, I didn't have to worry about people in my business. But I also feel like when you have children, it is your responsibility to put your needs and wants in the back burner until you do what you're supposed to do with your kids. Like I said, that little boy should be able to talk in full sentences. He should know his mama's name, his daddy's name. He should be able to talk those things out. He should not be making noises and whining and barely talking. Like, I don't understand how people think it's okay, again, to talk crap about people and their children and their parenting, but you ain't parenting nothing. And the fact that they playing in that lady face, that's irritating my spirit too. Because people got to realize, take Melody off the show. Just make her a regular human being, which she is. But everybody holds her to a different standard, and I understand and I respect that. But people have to understand, she's a regular person. She just ended up with her show being picked up and doing its thing. She just got to get those demons out, so all the rest of her blessings continue to flourish. But people got to realize, take her off the show and make her just a regular individual. And you hung around her and you saw those people in real life. How would you respond to someone saying that they were mothering your children when they don't mother their own children? That would make me ready to knock somebody upside their head. That's what it made me do. Like, girl, like them not your kids. You can't mother my kid. I mother my kid. See, your kid, your baby is going to be totally different. And no matter what scheme they come up with, no matter what lie they tell, no matter whatever they put out there, she going to get her blessings. Her kids going to continue to get their blessings. And his mess is going to continue to fall because he has not bowed before God and asked for forgiveness. He don't mean nothing he saying to anybody. He doing nothing but lying and scheming, and it's sad because his children have to see the shenanigans that he's doing. And he has put his hand in her back. Everybody keep talking about he put a battery in her back. It's not a battery, it's his hand. Just like when she was doing some of those comments, I honestly think Martell was sitting right there. No bull. I believe Martell was sitting right there and telling her what to say. I really, really do. And it's sad when you see people that do that. I know it's sad to me because I believe no matter what the circumstances is with the other parent, they could be on drugs, whatever the issue is, you could do that. But make sure that you are mindful of your children's feelings and their safety. There are a lot of people, and I've watched documentaries on it, that really think it's okay to go after people's children, physically harm people's children because they want to get rid of another mate, or they want to try to throw the parents off and make it seem like they care about the kids when they really don't. Like I said, I'll be trying to choose my words sometimes correctly, but then sometimes I don't. Yeah, when you have kids around, you have to be mindful who you have them around, what type of vibe is going on. Because kids, just like little puppies, like dogs, they can sense fear, anger, rage. They can sense all that. They don't need to be, it doesn't have to be directed towards them, but they could see it. If they see it, it can still affect them. So many children these days have been pushed to the side because a relationship didn't work out. Now, what people need to start doing is holding people accountable for things that they don't do when it comes to their kids. Yeah, there's some sick individuals out here, because there are many people I have seen over the years that have actually hurt their spouse's children. Not the spouse, but the children, because you were mad at the spouse and you know that their kids meant everything to them. So what did you do? You tried to take care of their kids and hurt their kids to make it think it's okay. And that's why I have a problem with people playing with kids in people's face with their kids. I need women to stop with the bullcrap, especially if you have kids. What makes you think it's okay to disrespect and hurt other people's children? Disrespect their mother and hurt other people's children and hurt her children. But you don't have a problem with that. I do. Because like I said, if I seen it in the street, it would trip me out. Because I'm like, yo, you're supposed to find a mate that will accept your children when you're with them. Not somebody that talks about their mother. And how you mad at the mother in the first place? Because it was her husband. How you mad? Like, I don't understand that. She act like Melody had no right to leave him. She's gonna be forever the side chick because she ain't going nowhere. And I don't think she wants the main position anyway. She'd be a fool if she did. But she going to jail behind the fool anyway. See, that's how you end up in trouble. Because people keep doing things they ain't got no business doing. And minding people's business and starting to stirring the pot and making things worse. So even if you know people in real life that are dealing with child custody issues, or children need to express themselves, excuse me, I don't fit my damn tongue. Try to express themselves and let you know what they need and how they feel. Let them express that. But don't allow people to mess with your children. Keep your children safe from harm. I personally don't care if you have to keep them away from their dad. That's just me. Because he don't care about how I feel and that I worry about my children. No. All he worried about is what he can get. And that's part of Martell's problem. But that's a lot of men's problem. They think if they eliminate the children, that the woman would act different. She's not gonna act no different. She's not gonna act. If they don't want you, they gonna let people ride you, dog walk you down the park. They're gonna do a whole lot of things, but they're not gonna say nothing to you. Why? Because they're bitter. They call her a bitter baby mama. No, the other one's bitter. Like she act like she won a prize. She really didn't. And Queen Melody just showed her. Like, girl, do you not see what you're doing to your own life, your children's life? Pay attention. Like, what makes you think it's okay to do the things that you're doing for this man? That man don't care about you. He put you in a situation that he shows you he don't care. Because if he did, he wouldn't put you in that situation. And then again, what kind of freak are you that you feel like you need to save um her stuff in your phone? Because my thought is like, yo, you really been holding on to that for years. And the fact that you keep switching phones and moving or whatever, and you stalk this woman and her stuff, like I don't understand how people's brain works. Because to me, even that male, because he's not a man, that male, trying to say it right, sound a little countrified, but sorry. That male has no respect for women, himself, his mama. You thought you was gonna make him lie. He thought he was gonna make his mama lie on the stand to save his tail. Girl, boy, bye. I know. Because people still run around here. That lady, that Peggy lady, I just seen her on Wanda's thing, but I didn't watch Wanda. She was on there talking about I was buying everything from Mel and this and that, and I was down with her until I found out on the reunion she cheated. I was like, she didn't cheat on Martell. And the way that they keep editing it, they edit it, and Martell kept throwing that out there, so he had a reason for people to dislike Mel, but Mel did not cheat on him. She expressed and told that. She told the facts on it. And she had the right to date when she left living in the house with him. Just saying. But real life people, I need my sisters to hold people accountable. Hold on for 1 second. Sorry, y'all. My apologies. My phone rang with my doctor's office. I had to answer that call. Getting all my stuff prepared for my surgery. So I need women. I need women to wake up. Like it's not. You don't have to be mean, nasty to people. You don't have to treat your children in a bad way. You don't need to put a man before your children. Like people keep doing this poll all the time. Who do you feed first, your man or your child? I'm feeding my kids first, because no man comes before my children. So a lot of people pick their husbands first, and that's part of the problem, because You gave birth to those children. It's your job to take care of them and nurture them. But you rather feed your husband first to the point where that man can eat up all the food and your kids ain't got nothing left. I'm not never putting no man before my kids. I know that you're supposed to honor thy mother, thy father, all that. You're supposed to respect your elders. I know all that. I know that you're supposed to be open to certain things. But what I do not deal with is anyone that felt like it was okay to be disrespectful to me or my child, that anybody would come around my child to be funny or to be around my children just to play in my face. I would have a problem with that. That's just me. I look up to so many women because I've watched people go through their trials and tribulations in life. And I see some people that had the worst upbringing ever, but they realize that they need to pour more into their children so that the new generation would be better, because this generation we got right now is off the hook and something need to be done. Some people need to step up, and I'm not saying I can do it, but I do have conversations with the young generation about life. I take that as my work. And sometimes my friends. Hell, sometimes I look in the mirror and coach myself, because it's like it's a lot going on. It's a lot of things that we have no control over, but there are things we do have control over. So it gets to the point where you have to control how you operate with people. So when you're in a relationship or getting into a relationship with a man, even if he has kids or you have kids, you need to vet that man. You need to vet that man. You need to Google him, research him, find out all information you can about this person. This is how I believe it wholeheartedly. And I believe women should do that as well. Y'all need to check out who the people you are dating. You need to make sure that these men are correct and right in the spirit and mind and body. Because some people are so messed up in the head, they take their frustrations about their life out on children. And I need people to protect their children. And the fact that Martell is not protecting his children pisses me the hell off. Because to me, he looks at them like a check. Individually, a check. Because if you cared and loved your children oh so much, you would not even put them through the mess you're putting them through. Those children deserve to have a parent that respects their mother, respects them, and does not allow people to come on a platform and just try to think they're gonna drag them for Phil and then end up getting dragged themselves. But just like I said, even in real life, and anybody come to the building, please hit the like button. I would appreciate it. But anybody, if you know people that are having issues with parenting, if you know how to talk to people properly, you can help some people through things. And I think that's what the problem is. Nobody's taking accountability. Like, if you pay attention how their relationships flow, think about it. Nelly took the kids and they went on vacation. He had them the week of the 4th this week. What he doing? Nobody sees him. Nobody see the kids out having fun. Nothing. Even though they can't post them, but other people can. But he don't never take them nowhere. To me, that would be a clear sign it's time to move on and get out of people's way so they can move on with their lives properly. Because you're hindering and holding them up from being at peace and being able to calm their systems down. And the reason why I say calm their systems down, because kids go into panic mode sometimes when they're in a situation where they don't like being there. Like, if you can pay attention to kids that be in areas they don't want to be bothered, they have this fake look on their face, like they don't care. I had a little cousin that used to do that, make me laugh. So I know little kids put that look on their face, they don't want to be bothered. Or something is bothering them. See, and we all know that Queen Melody is gonna make sure her kids tell her everything that happened while they were out, to make sure nobody harmed them and put their hands on them. But I can't wait for the next part because I know it's gonna be firecracker, and I hate it. That's the sad part. I actually hate it, but I want her to be. I want Queen Mel to be able to stand in her on her throne and let nobody get on her nerve. But finish cussing them out for the rest of the next week or whatever. Do your thing, love. When she gets back to business, she'll be back to business. But anyway, again, ladies, I'm gonna say this again. I need ladies. I need women that love their children to protect them at all costs. Sometimes from themselves, and sometimes, a lot of times, from their other parent, which it could be the mother or the father. Make sure your kids know that they are loved. Show them. I got to go make this phone call back. Show your kids that you love them. Protect them with everything in your being. Because people will protect animals before they protect their children sometimes. And that's kind of sad as well. But protect your children. Don't allow them to just go around any people, because you have people hanging around your kids with bad energy, that stuff rubs off. No kid should have to stay in a negative space for long. And as long as they have someone or something that gives them comfort, to when they know that when they get back to their mama, they good, or their dad, they good. Just love upon your kids. Just be mindful. Pay attention who their friends are. Pay attention who their dad is dating. Hell, if you need to, check them, look up them. Google search them to find out what they have done and didn't done. Nope, that's illiterate than hell. Find out what they have done and what they have done and what they haven't done. Ooh, I couldn't get that out. That was retarded. Now, see, that's what you get for talking about people. My bad. But yeah, love upon your kids. Talk to your kids. Talk to them. Don't let them sit and stew. And when I mean sit and stew, it's like when something happens and the kids are upset and they're quiet, give them their space a little bit, but don't let it sit for too long, because then they will just swipe it up. Think that you're pushing underneath the rug, where you're not going to do anything about it. Show your kids you got their back. Don't be reckless with it, but show the kids you got their back. I appreciate anyone that came through today. Thank you for stopping by. Also, anybody catching the replay, please leave a comment down below. Let me know that you came by. Drop some crowns in the chat for yourself. Yeah, it's going to be a long day today, so I wish y'all nothing but peace and blessings for the rest of the day. Also, keep the people in PA in your prayers, because I found out it was another pow that happened in there yesterday. And I pray to God that everyone's going to learn a lesson. I don't know, because these things are coming too much, too close, too quick together, and it's kind of irritating and messing with my spirit. So I have to get myself together, because it's too much for me. I thank y'all for coming through. I appreciate you. Like I said, if you feel like donating to the channel, hit my Cash App. I'm just saying. I ain't begging. I'm just saying. But again, like I said, let your kids know that you love them. Pay attention to them when they're telling you stuff. Don't brush off what they're telling you. Pay attention to their mannerisms. Pay attention to everything about your children, so you know your child at the drop of a dime. So if somebody even says anything crazy that your child might have said, and you know they didn't say it, then you can jump on somebody's tail. I'm just saying. With that being said, I wish y'all all peace and blessings. Have a blessed day. Don't hurt nobody. Stay peaceful. Love upon yourself. Have a blessed one. This is Stu from the out. I'll holler at y'all later. Deuces.
I spent so many nights sleeping on me, but I finally realized I'm all that I need. I'm that girl couple on the side.